Welcome to Sales Exchange, where we talk marketing for CEOs and those CEOs who want to maximise their income without sacrificing profits. So, everybody writes, well, nearly everybody. The trouble is, not everybody is particularly good at it. Just because someone knows how to spell or write, as they were taught at school, doth not make them an author or a writer. So we're talking about copywriting today. And in my last video, I mentioned about transcribing speech to text, which enhances SEO and content creation and so on. So by writing, it stands to reason for creativity to go back the other way, and for the written word to become the subject matter of podcast or video. So everything about your content is about maximising the effort. So here's the deal. If your company writes, and I mean if you or your staff write stuff, you expect prospects and customers to read it. But first you have to establish who you're writing for in the first place. I mean, assuming once you've done all the persona analysis and segmentation, we can now talk about writing and your tone of voice, and that was in an earlier video too. But so once you've got everything identified and you know who you're going to write for, now what? Now, you could go down the DIY route, get someone in. I mean, when it comes to doing it for yourself, it's really important to establish some ground rules for your business, like, well, who's going to read and check the written information? I mean, who's going to be the editor? Like the person who's going to have the last say. Should it be a long article? Should it be a short article? What are the statistics about? Doing one, a long version over a short version. I mean, actually, it's long wins every time. But irrespective of the length of the article, it's important to deliver content that's useful and engaging. And the key thing here, it absolutely does not have to be about your business every time. If you think about what you like to read, invariably it's not just about business stuff 100% of the time. Then you've got to consider what the written piece should look like. I mean, does it need images? And if it does need images, what should they be? Should they be stock images purchased online? Should you take photographs in-house? Should you get a photographer? Do it yourself, do it professionally. And then I suppose it's like, write what? What medium is the content going to be written for? So it's not, is it going to be published in a magazine or a newspaper? If you're kind of exposed in that way, you've got adverts. And are the adverts to be read or spoken? Are the blogs for your own site, or are they going to be for a guest site? You've got book reviews and brochure copy and sales and user guides. Even looking at the reports for customers, even reports for board members, and you've got white papers and of course website copy. But there's the decision to decide if you really want to do the work in-house, or if you should get someone in to write the content for you. I think it's a curious decision, especially as there are some great freelancers out there. And if you want to plan a proper strategy, then an external contractor is not going to be affected by any of your existing workload, like perhaps some of your staff might be. So if you decide on contractors, thinking, that's an interesting idea. I don't know if you've heard of peoplebythehour.com, or you can put an advert out on Indeed or any other recruitment website. But don't forget mentioning on your own website as well as social media. Because by doing that, I don't know if you know, but Google will pick up the job adverts as well, and they'll publicise them. So some interesting things there to keep in mind. But that's all for this one. I hope you've got some interesting pointers, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.